Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome to the Lifestyle Buffet. This week's Monday Motivation. I got a few gems that I need to drop on you that's going to help you close out this year the way you need to and help you to get set to launch and get this shit going into 2025 next week. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it. My name is D. Lee. This is the Lifestyle Buffet. And before we get going, if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe so that you can get more of this content going forward and all that you need that's gonna help you get the life that you want. So let's jump right into it, man. The first thing I need you to understand is your success is going to be directly linked to your daily habits. Point blank, period. I can look at anybody, and if you tell me what their daily habits are, the things that they do on a day in, day out basis, and I'll be able to tell you straight up what their level of success is and where they're not going to be going. So you got to have things lined up. So step number one, before we even get into that, you got to know what it is that you want to do with your life. You got to know what your goals are, your aspirations, and what your aim is and what you're trying to get at. That's point blank number one. So that from there, if you know where you're trying to go and what you ultimately want, you can, take a step back and be like, what is it that I need to do? Write out and structure a plan for you to get to that goal. So that means the things that you need to be doing on a day-to-day basis. I'll give you an example. I'll share mine with you so that you can kind of understand what I mean. So for me, I set out a goal that I wanted to be a top % man in general. That's in financial wealth, that's with having a dating life, and having a top % physique. Those are three areas that I said I wanted to become elite status with those. So from there, I knew, every day I need to be in the gym, working out every single day, doing something that's gonna help me build a physique. So I wrote out, 3 days out of the week, 4 days out of the week, I'm going to the gym, I'm lifting. And then on those alternating days, I'm working on cardio. And then every day I have a goal of getting in at least 10,000 steps or at least 5 miles, of movement. And that's aside from my workouts. So those are things that I set inside. And then I noticed that, when it comes down to my diet, I need to be eating certain things. I need to be eating a diet, mostly protein, fruits, vegetables. And then I had to cut out certain things. I knew going forward, I can't be eating fries and fried chicken and fried fish and cheesecakes and all of these other things that I love to eat, but would work against my goals of having a top level physique. So I laid those out as everyday non-negotiables. These are things I had to do. And I knew if I do these things over time, I'm going to end up having that level of physique. And that's just what I did in that area. When it came down to dating life, it's like, if I want to get beautiful, attractive girls and have the confidence to get them, what do I need to do? Every day I need to be having conversations. I need to be meeting new girls, having new conversations, getting really good with setting out a good vibe and creating a spark and a vibe with them with the things that I say. How do I do that? Getting reps in. So I set a mark every day. I need to have at least 2 to 5 interactions with new girls where I show intent, display intent, telling them that I think they're attractive or complimenting them on something that I liked about them. And then eventually vibing and then asking for an IG or a phone number to set up a date and inviting them out. That's something that I set as a goal. Every day I need to be doing these things if I'm gonna get that. With money, I started investing in coaching and building a brand, building a business. That's what I started doing because it's like, if you want to become a top level successful person financially, you can't trade time for money. You're just never gonna get optimal top level success doing that. So I went and I looked at people that already have the life that I want to have, and I invested my money. Yes, not being cheap. A lot of y'all, that's another thing. We'll talk about that later. But understand, if you want a top level success, you have to invest money into you. That's really what you're doing. If you aren't willing to invest money into something that's gonna make you better and get you the life that you feel like you deserve or should have, then honestly ask yourself, how much do you really love and value yourself? And do you really think that you deserve those things or want it bad enough if you aren't willing to invest that? We'll talk about that later. But like I said, as far as that became a part of my everyday thing, spending time on coaches and the regiment that I have invested, building my money, working 12 hours a day, every day. There's only one day out of the week that I don't work at least 12 hours. So I looked at those things, and these are just a few things to name that I started looking at that, okay, I said, these are things I need to be doing on an everyday basis that'll help me get to the life that I want. So for you, you got to sit down, grab a pen, notepad, or if you want to do it in your phone, in one of the notes apps, write out all of the things that you need to be doing, what things on an everyday basis would help you get to that life or those aspirations that you have. That's what you got to do. And then number two, the second thing I need you to understand is you have to work on your mentality and how you feel in your heart, man. Because a lot of y'all have limiting beliefs. You have aspirations, these things that you want to have and do, but you have a fucked up belief system because you really deep down don't believe that you truly can accomplish it or that you deserve it, because your attitudes reflect that. The actions and the habits that you have reflect that. I promise you, if you aren't willing to go out here and do actions on an everyday basis that would line up with the life that you said you want, then I need you to understand that you as a person, you are a projection. Just like if you look at a movie projector, there's a program or software that's within the projector, and that projector is projecting what's on that film. You're a projector, and you only gonna project what you truly feel on the inside. What's inside of you is what's gonna be projected. So if you have a limiting belief on what you can accomplish and do in life, your actions are gonna project that. The things that you say and how you talk is gonna project that. Your vibe, your aura, your energy is gonna project that. So you gotta work here and you gotta work here, man. It starts there, because I've said this before. If you're not new here and have seen my content, I say this shit all the time. You will never be able to go higher or accomplish more than what you believe you can do. That really is going to set the precedent on the potential and how far you can go, man. And it's important because you're limitless. I need you to understand that what you can do in this life is limitless. I am talking to you through a phone, through a screen and device, bro. There was one point in time, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 150 years ago, something like this was just a dream or a wish. If somebody even had the dream or the wish that something like this could be possible. A lot of y'all have cars. There was a point in time where people got around on foot or by horse, having a vehicle that could get you someplace hours away, within someplace that's hundreds of miles away within hours. That was a dream. An airplane, you think about the Wright brothers, something that could get you across the world in a matter of hours, across the country in a matter of an hour or a couple of hours, depending on how you travel. Things like that was just a wish at some point. And there was somebody that had a vision and had a dream, and they took actions every day. They had a plan and they took actions and kept going and kept persisting for something till they made it reality. They had no limitations. You are no different than any other special, amazing person that you look out here and think that have done incredible things. You're no different than any of them, man. I need you to understand that. It's all in your actions, and I promise you, if you sit down and you buckle down and be like, look, this is the life I want, These are the things that I want to accomplish. And I'm going to go, it's non-negotiable. I'm going to go and do what I got to do every day, day in, day out. Whether I feel like doing it, whether I'm scared, whether there's inconveniences, whether I have doubts, whether I feel like doing it or not, I'm going to take these actions. I promise it won't be long before you start seeing evidence that, damn, I really can do this. And if you keep going in, it won't be long before you like, damn, you really built it. And that's all it is, man. Like, all of y'all are capable of being great in life. I promise you, dog. I promise you. But it all starts and ends with you. You have to make a decision that, like, this is the life I want. These are the things I want. And I'm willing to go the distance. I'm willing to take the lumps and the L's, the rejections, the failures, which aren't really failures. They're just lessons and teaching points to help you move closer to success. But all these things, you're willing to just go through the whole process and take however long it takes until you get to where you're trying to go. That's what creates a successful life. And I promise you, I don't care if 2024 wasn't your year, even if 2023 was the same thing, and you've had a series and a sequence of years that just, you didn't see the life or the success that you wanted to see. That shit stops right now. Going into 2025, it can stop right now, depending on what you're willing to do. So I'm gonna say it again, bruh. It starts and ends with you. All of you all can have the life that you want if you take the everyday actions to get where it is you're trying to go. And if you take time and work on your mentality and your belief system and line that up first and make sure that your belief system, what you feel in your heart and your mindset, is in tune with the visions that you have. So that's what I'm here for, man. I can help any of you all out. If you're struggling with your path, you need encouragement, you need an accountability partner, you need tools or some type of guidance, that's what I'm here for. This is the Lifestyle University, and we have resources, man. So I want you all to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't followed me over on IG, you can DM me, and I'll be more than glad to help you out, man, because we're building a community of dream hunters, man. People that's just out here understanding that we only have one life to live, and you want to just make this life the best possible thing you can possibly make it. That's what we have over here. So again, make sure you tap in with me. I'm here every day. I don't take days off. I'm here for you and to provide as much value as possible. So if this message was of any value, please share this to anybody out there that could benefit or use this. And I'm gonna look to see you all next time. So before I get out of here, I just want to remind you, your life can be whatever you want it to be, man. You can go as far as you want to go. It starts and always ends with you. Where you go in life and what you do is 100% on you, fam. So take that and run with it. And until next time, peace and love.